Oh, I forgot my.
Good afternoon. I am Myles Sergé alongside Donnell Knox.
What's up, y'all? AKA D-KNOX in the house.
This is crazy. You know what?
Life is crazy. Life is crazy.
That's what's going on. There's something going on my end. Look, technical problems today. I don't know what's going on, but
you guys know how it is with the computers.
Yeah, it definitely is. So, that being said, welcome to MS Live. Welcome to MS Live. What's going on with you? Talk today. You see how things are just frustrated right now.
Man, maybe it's the cold weather because I'm over here in Berlin, and I thought it was cold in Warsaw last week, but it seems to be colder over here in Berlin, man. I've been over here for the weekend. Was trying to get into Bernheim, check out my man Damon, and came over here to socialize, basically. Mm-hmm. I told myself, people, if you listen, I told myself that I will commit to coming over here once every 3 months, and whatever month I pick, I have to go no matter what. I can't back out of it. It's just for myself. So Damon happened to be playing at Bernheim this month, so I said, okay, I might just come over with you because I was going to come over here anyway. Mm-hmm. You know, so that's what I've been doing, man. You know, y'all know I'm at Tim's spot, so it's good, man. It's good.
That's what's up.
What's going on with you over there, man, in cold Michigan?
It's cold. It's no snow yet. It did snow last week for like a day or something. It melted, but today is just cold, man. I'm just working a lot. I was outside earlier trying to catch up on the leaves, so. But it's been so cold, you know, it's like 50 degrees today. So after the show, I did some in the front yard. When I get done, I got to do the remainder. So
you got to like lawnmower, or did you sometimes scoop the stuff in the bag with your arm, you know, or the broom to get it in there faster?
I got the lawnmower, to be honest. So I'll go over it once, like without the bag, to chop it all up. Mm-hmm. Then I'll put the bag on and scoop it up with the bag and then just dump it. So I'm trying to get it done today because I think this is the last trash day that they're gonna actually start picking up the leaves. I think after that it's a wrap. So
yeah, it's crazy, man, because I had somebody come in and then my mom chooses to go out there and do it. I'm like, because I can see it on the Ring camera, you know, I can see what's going on, and then like, you know, I already paid the boy down the street to come over and do that. No, I need my exercise. Okay. If you want to do it, but get my money back from the boy, you know.
Right. He ain't getting the money back. That's a wrap, man.
Yeah, he probably done already bought something.
Yeah, I would. He already had a pre-plan. You know, Black Friday coming up too, so that's Black Friday money.
They got him some new Jordans or something.
Yes, for sure. So thank you everybody for joining us today. Since we're here, it's time to pay the bills. If you like what you see, you like what we're doing, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell. That's a must. Hit the bell, but we really need you to subscribe. I think right now we're at 560 something or other. Mm-hmm. We might not hit our goal for 1,000. I don't think that's going to happen. We got 2 more shows left for this year, but the more the better. Like, share, subscribe, and then hit that notification bell. We are also available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and Amazon Music. If you're on any of those platforms, listen to us there. If you don't want to see us, you can't see us, you want to hear us, whatever. But when you're there, make sure you also subscribe to us there and hit the notification bells there so you can actually know when we're there too. So follow us on Instagram at MS Live with D-KNOX. That's Instagram at MS Live with D-KNOX. And on X, formerly known as Twitter, at Myles Sergé. You can also email us, mslivewithdknox@gmail.com. That's mslivewithdknox@gmail.com. We look forward to hearing from you. It gives us feedback to see what can we do better, what can we improve, what should we do as far as guests, segments, anything. If you love us, send us, say, hey, we love you guys. If you hate us, say, hey, you guys are trash and we hate you. Any feedback is welcome.
Yeah.
So, also, you can also support us by giving donations to Cash App sign at Myles Sergé or in that corner right there, you can scan that QR code. It goes directly to Cash App. You can send something, anything's appreciated to help us pay the bills. It's there.
Guys, I'm sure you all got a nickel.
I don't think you could do a nickel.
Even whatever you can, Hey, tip. I used to, with credit cards when I owed bills, if I didn't have money, I just sent them a nickel even. And they would be like, what's this? Well, I sent you some money. You can't put me in bad credit. I told you I don't have them, but here's a nickel.
Yeah, that's true.
You can, so you hear that tip, guys? Your credit gets bad because you don't stay in contact. Contact them people and tell them you're going to send them a nickel. They can't put you in bad credit.
See, tips for the D right there, man. Y'all give me y'all life lessons every time, whether it's finance, life, love, on the D. Oh man. I got so much stuff to do. One more thing, y'all. Let's do this. Our friends at Lincoln Street Soap. They still got the sale going on, y'all. Lincoln Street Soap. Use promo code SOCODE in the D for 25% off. That's so cold in the D, which it is cold. So 25% off your order. That's Lincoln Street Soap. www.lincolnstreetsoap.com. 25% off. Can't beat that. So today, I'm excited for today's guest. I haven't seen this guy. It's been years. Always fun. Good personality. Does great music. He's a wonderful guy. Don't you agree? I think so.
150% agree.
There you go. That's all you can ask for. That's 150%. That's more than 100, y'all. So
we used to say that in the Marines.
What's that?
We used to say that in the Marine Corps. 150%. You gotta give 150%, not 100%.
See, there you go. And he gives 150% all the time. So let's bring to the stage Mr. BLAKTONY.
What up, though?
Hey, how you doing, man?
I'm good, man.
Yeah.
Trying to make it happen.
I see that. It's been a bit, man. It's been a bit.
Yeah, it is. D-KNOX. God damn. What's up, boy?
Yeah, I know. Old school, yeah.
You know? That Knox.
Since the 90s, man. Since the 90s.
Yeah, man. I'm proud of y'all, man. This is a good thing, man.
Thank you.
Y'all letting some people shine. I checked out a couple of things, man. That was so needed and still needed. Some of these cats don't get a chance to talk to their audience.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They whole mind frame is talking through these records.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't get to meet that personality or this person, like, what was going through his head when he made that? You know what I'm saying? It make that connection.
Yeah. We want people to know, tell us, give us some insight to your life.
Right.
Exactly. What the hell make you do this?
Yeah.
I mean, you could be doing anything else.
Right.
That's the truth.
Exactly.
That's the truth.
That is true. You could be, when I think about that, yeah, damn.
Oh, man.
Right. So many other ways. I almost went hip hop. I almost went the hip hop way, but actually when I got to Derek's Loft, that just changed everything right there. I said, okay, I was in the techno house back then, but I had this dude, he was a good Kalamazoo rapper.
Yeah.
We was about to get signed to the label Too Short was on.
Oh, bet.
Yeah, we came back after going out there for a week in California, and went up to Derek's with Jay and saw how he had the stuff all sprouted around on the floor. Indian style. And I said, okay, I'm doing this. No more sampling. Well, I'll sample, but it's gonna be sampling my own stuff and all that. And
yeah,
ever since then it was that. But sometimes my mind was going back, man. I don't know. You might have had a lot more money. You would.
Yeah, but you're young and inexperienced in the game. Oh man, I think about my hip hop days. I was straight up b-boy, man.
Yeah,
I was straight up b-boy, but b-boy started wanting to do something else. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I'm not with that.
Yeah.
I can't do my people like that. That's how I was thinking at the time.
Yeah.
I'm like, you can do what you want to do, but me and my standard, I can't go that route. We need to hear something else. We see the result of that now. You know what I'm saying? But at that time, I had to be aware of that. I can't be cussing out the sisters and my brother. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I understand they make their money. That's just not how I want to go out.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I can cuss and holler with the greatest ones.
Right.
Get paid for it, but that's why I didn't go into that hip hop route. I didn't want to be in that world. I'm more of a hip hop nerd, if anything.
Yeah.
I wanted to be where the nerds were. That's the techno and house. That's where the nerds were at the time.
Yeah. I mean, if stuff could have remained fat boys, if it could have remained that style, Curtis Blow or Houdini and like
Trap,
what I mean?
Quest,
Far Side, Schoolie D, and all that. That 87 to 91 is
right
that time
and hip hop you can use. And they was in the same situation these guys are now. These guys in the street, you broke, and I'm like, yeah, but these guys were too. But they had enough sense not to go out here and disrespect it just to make $1.
Yeah.
You still make your dollar, and you can make your street cred with your flow. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just, I mean, how you gonna sit up there and make all this money and shit, calling women bitches and shit like that, and then you supposed to get the wife that you want? Or your daughter, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you gotta account for that.
So with this being said, while we on this tip, do you think maybe some of this was engineered, like others are saying?
It was definitely engineered, because you talking about people that didn't have anything but creativity, right? And we all know how the game go is pimp and hoe. So basically, you find this talent, and they exploiting their upbringing, their culture in the street, and you repackage it and sell it, and you tell them that you Mr. Hot Shit, everybody gonna know that, and they want to aspire to be you. When you just Mario at the gas station, you know what I'm saying? Blow your head up and all like that, and you basically the dude telling everybody what to do and what to admire, money, jewelry. Yeah, it was definitely engineered, and the people that slipped past that knew what was going on. We got a few now that know the game. It's like, okay, I'm gonna get out here and cuss and holler and talk about this, talk about that, and then when I get my money, I'm gonna flip it, take it back to my community, and I'm gonna show you what it's really about.
Yeah,
a lot of people didn't do that. They was just like, oh, I'm a thug, and I'm this and I'm that. That's cool and that's nice, but when you sit around thugs, the last thing they got time for was to sit in front of a microphone.
True. That's really true.
Yep. Straight up exploited, man. They didn't know what's going on. That's why they always pick somebody young.
Oh yeah.
They gotta go pick no old head, because the old head will probably do research. And you just can't throw an old head some money, be like, okay, here $10,000. I want you to go out there and do your show. Be like, all right, why so much money? An old head would ask that, or take it and go out there and do nothing.
Right.
No, it's interesting what you just said. They take someone young, because I was thinking, like, even in techno, it seems like the thing was young for a while. I mean, you can still have OGs like us in it, as they call us, and there's still room for us. But it seems like it was this push on, no, let's get these young people bookies. And I was thinking about that too when it related to hip hop. I'm wondering if they're trying to do something with this, like to get these new young DJs and these young people, since Live Nation was taking over or basically took over a lot of those festivals and other things.
Yeah,
I was just wondering if
No, you exactly right. That's industry standard to this day. One, it have to be like that because your audience that they're trying to capture at the time, they want longevity out of that army. So somebody in their demographics, 16, 13, whatever it might be right now, that's perfect. And your audience can grow with you. You know what I'm saying? So that's a point towards them with that. Younger people that they think not music or whatever.
All right. So if you've been watching us for a while, we tend to put our titles to episodes. And that's no exception with today. So there you go. Oops. My button, man, all my stuff is like not working today.
That's what I heard earlier.
Siri, stop it. Stop it, Siri.
Episode 30, Side Beyond Side with BLAKTONY. There you go.
That's funny.
Yeah. So, can you tell us how did Side Beyond Side come about?
Wow. Side Beyond Sight was a house alias for some other groups that I was associated in. Like we started in R&B. Actually, we were an R&B group that played live and in festivals. We were fighting for festivals before it was actually a festival like this that's going on now. So we were in the African American festival or whatever, and this is during the time where the majority of music was like mid-tempo, Lucians and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So we doing that type of music. And when the music changed over, we wanted to change with the music, with the current structure. And it was becoming more underground, more house or whatever. And we were used to dealing with singers and recording our way and doing things live. So we did with that. We got a singer or whatever and recorded something. We wanted to fit into that groove.
It's nice. Yeah, I always wonder. That's a dope name. And
thank you very much.
It was a dope name, and a lot of the music came out there I really liked a lot. So when I was doing some research, I was like, "Oh, man."
The name was a play on what we were projecting on. Looking into the future. You know what I'm saying? We can see it, but if you can dig this music, maybe you can too.
Right.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird because it's kind of going back to y'all conversation earlier. So, yeah.
My whole thing with if I was going to get into music is no matter how the relationships or whatever is going to go, I'm going to leave breadcrumbs. Because most people, they can't explain certain things that I can, and it's because they didn't do it. Or they didn't create it or put any thought in it. It was like, that sounds great. They don't know that you're sprinkling breadcrumbs throughout your career. So people will be able to look back and you have shows like that and be like, oh, damn, that makes sense. But makes sense. You wasn't getting, it was a lot of competition at the time and you weren't getting seen. So we were like, if we look further, we don't have to worry about what's going on. We just get everybody else on board. And it was a dope project at that time, man. I love that song. That's one of my first songwriting gigs.
Okay.
Like that. Yeah, and that's how I started as a songwriter.
Oh, okay.
All right. So how did you get like I don't think I ever asked anybody from Detroit this because we kind of know like the origins of most people. Like you ask somebody about Detroit techno, like You know, like kind of like we're Juan and Derek and all of them kind of, you know, everybody else that came after them or something. No, well, it's because of them. But like, how did you get involved? Because you said you were doing like the groups you were in was mostly R&B.
Yeah.
Like, so
yeah.
was it like,
we had the we was doing R&B at that time, and what they were doing as remixes that we know now. You know, when the major labels were doing remixes and stuff like that, and you'll hear them in the club, and we'll be like, "Oh, damn, I'd rather do something like that. That sound hot." That was when you had the clash of styles happening all at once, and that's when you had house and progressive. You know, before it was house, it was progressive music because you couldn't explain what it was. You know, and then in that clash, electro is happening. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop grew with electro. It's all like you got different family members that all of a sudden get a chance to get on, and everybody make them a name in a lane. And we were stuck in it. It's like, well, shit, we can spread out like that too, but we need different identities in these different forms and stuff like that. And somebody can man the helm, you know, keep your boy occupied. Be like, do you handle that? I handle this, whatever. You know, that was the thing.
Okay.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, we had a career before that. We didn't know what was gonna happen. It was like we got a DJ with us. You know, we trading records and shit. You start noticing, it was like, damn, this is what's popped in here. You know, we need to get down with this. It ain't like we don't know the equipment. We know how to make song structures and all that already. You know.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's what was happening with that. You know, and those guys were our OGs. Well, my OGs.
Okay.
You know, so they graduating ahead of me and stuff. I'm looking up to them like, damn, you know, it's like that's the next step. You already know what step to go to because this dude went to your high school. Or whatever, you know, and they making records, man. It's like, damn, you know. It was motivational, but we had to change with everything that was happening at one time, man. Back in the days when it was money.
Okay. Exactly. Yep.
You know.
So who was around that time? Like artists we may know of at that time, and when you were doing all this.
What you talking about doing Sight Beyond Sight and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, when y'all was doing even that when you were doing the R&B stuff, was there any artists right now like currently like was like Juan and Derek doing their stuff at the same time when y'all was doing this, or this is like?
I think Juan was probably doing something earlier on before he did techno. I think he's probably doing some other things or whatever. But everybody was into exploration factor at that time. It was just too much good music coming out at one time before we could settle on something like this is going to be the staple for this. You know what I'm saying? It was, so I don't know. What's funny is the guy that runs Soiree Records that I'm on now, Drivetrain, he was out into the scene. I didn't even know it. I was a fan of his before I knew. He didn't fess up to it until recently. But he was doing anything from rock to new wave or whatever, you know. So that's at that particular time what we were doing, you know. Well, around, you know. So you listening to a clash of things. You talking about times when Mojo was on, man. He playing everything. And the best thing about that, you hear the music and the man introducing it the way he do. You didn't know who was who. You didn't know if anybody was Mexican, black, white. You just knew it was bad and it was a groove, and you going to the record shop the next day. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Exactly. But wasn't like, was there a time when Derek was trying to sing?
I wouldn't be surprised.
I wonder if it was around that.
No.
I wonder if it was around that time. I thought he was trying to sing or something.
Yeah, because a lot of these guys, man, they were totally different people. You know, they were still some of these guys were musicians. You know, some and some of the other ones, they didn't have a idea of what it was like to be a touring musician or whatever like that. They didn't know, man. Like that. So the guys that did, it was easy for them to come into something. You know what I'm saying? Instead of dealing with other people in groups, you know, it's just you and your keyboards is focus. You know what I'm saying? You got to deal with my baby mama or about car and you owe me $2. And, you know, it's a lot of benefits that came through that.
Right. No, I feel we all know both sides of the coin, you know.
Yeah, so, man. It was such a big thing at that time for groups, you know, all the groups that we grew up on, Earth, Wind, and Fire. You get 18, 12 guys. You know what I'm saying? It was big groups.
Like
when they started turning more technical side, they started shrinking everybody down. You know, it's cheaper to take one dude overseas than a band of 12, ain't it?
That's true.
Yeah. Yeah, the record companies knew that too. They played off of that, you know what I'm saying? And you couldn't get in because it's like you don't know where you land. You looking at, you know, all of us going, no, who the lead singer? You the one going, you know. Or whatever. We'll get the rest of them hooked on drugs or women or something like that and get them out of the way. And whoever stay, you that dude.
You know, get them on just put you on tour with Kid and Play if we have to.
If that's what it takes, you know. If that's what you gonna be, you gonna be dancing and prancing. So you can't control who you with on that ticket. You be like, I don't even like that cat. Be like, well, you on Warner Brothers record, you're gonna like them today.
Right. Yeah, you're gonna like, we're gonna just put all y'all together.
Cease and desist all your stuff, and you have to pay this money back.
Yep. You don't want nobody want to hear that. Pay the money back. You know, it's like get on. So I will ask you this. I will. No. You good, man. You good. I don't put people on blast like that. You know, it's just
no. You ask whatever you want, and whatever I'm not gonna answer, I'll just be like, I cannot answer that at this time.
So I'll do a double whammy in one this time to make it easy. Like,
I
gotta ask. Yeah. I gotta ask about Keith, how y'all, you know, got together, but also then lead into what was early life for you growing up in the D, you know, like before music, you know, as a child, you know, what kind of things were you doing, were you into, you know, and what led you even to making music?
Led to the music. Shit. I always lived the music in a way because of what my mother was involved in, you know. Mother like had so many jobs, you know. She's a candy striper and shit at Henry Ford. She worked at some of the old clubs back in the day, Grand Quarters, you know what I'm saying? You know, she young, she had a boy, you know what I'm saying? Had a boy young. My grandma's like, hey, this your kid. You take him with you. So you got this kid growing up in the club life. You could do that back then, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm a baby. I'm growing up in the club life. I done worked in clubs. You know what I'm saying? And so that was that. And growing up, you got the kiddie disco scene coming out. I got to see that. I got to do my thing. Got a chance to, you know, anything that was involved in the music before actually doing it, that's where I was gonna be at, man. Because everybody having fun, they not in the street banging. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know. Right. So coming out of high school, and God knows what that involved, I got a spot at home, and that's why I do my parties at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
24/7. My mom's, she at work. I'm not the popular boy in school, you know. At that time, so I'm getting my little thing together. My cousins were more popular. I had older cousins that used to take me around and stuff like that, but they would bring their friends in the basement, and that's when I got into back buying records, because it's like I got to be able to entertain these old cats. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And he's sitting here with me, so they'll be like, "Damn, what you know about that?" And I'll be like, "Oh, you know, it's about impressing them." Hitting them with some stuff and then throwing my little stuff in there a little bit, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a listener thing. When I think in hindsight, what I was doing, actually, I'm creating a community to where we're not outside. Because outside was wild.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
I got these people that usually would be in the street, and I had the ability to put them in a spot where I can enjoy their company and their influence, you know, and they not out there banging or dying over something dumb.
Exactly.
You know, so my house was the spot, man. You know, my house was the spot. DJ Keith Worthy used to come over there and hang in my spot. That was my best friend in high school, man.
Okay, so y'all went to high school together.
Yeah, we went to high school together. Like that. That's eternally, you know, for even paying attention to me, because I wasn't trying to see nobody.
Okay.
There. My whole thing was like perfect my craft. You know, you're gonna get a chance to be a writer one day. You need to concentrate on being the best writer you can.
Right.
You know, but it would. We had our good times and we had our bad times in the hood because of where I'm from. I'm on the east side. You know what I'm saying?
Gratiot.
Oh, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely. Gratiot area. Before Gratiot, we moved back and forth. You know, west side. Over there on West Bethune, not too far from Motown.
Okay.
And then back on the east side on a street called Manistee.
Okay.
And Manistee was a trip. But on the weekends, we would have block parties, man.
Oh, the good old block parties. Yeah.
Oh, man. Block off the street. You couldn't even go on that street if you weren't invited. That's how locked it was. So we'll go out there and have our block party. You know, we got special people invites, man. We had people cut off the street, you know, the corner streets with their car. Everybody bring their system out and you jamming the best. You know, who got the best, whatever. The whole block. People serving food, you know.
Yeah. No, I remember
it was a trip. It was a trip. And you look forward to that every Friday. But the thing was, it's like, who gonna have the hottest record?
Right.
You know?
Right.
If you ain't got the banging system, at least have the hottest record. So I started soaking up that musical knowledge. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get them this week, you know, or I'm gonna put it on my man platter and be like, play this, watch how everybody act. I've done that so many times, man. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. And I still love it. I love when I hear something brand new and they pop out at me, you know, it become a moment, you know. That's what we all want. But I had my good times, my bad times. Yeah, it is what it is. Like that. The key situation, to answer that question, this is funny. I used to work at Eastland Mall.
Oh, you know the mall.
Yeah. You know, you ain't got no money like that. So it was like, dang, I need money. The 80s popping. I need money. I need clothes. I don't want to sell dope. It's like, okay, I'm gonna go to the mall, work at the shop. So at least I'm fresh because I'm selling the fresh gear.
What shop was the Sears, JC Penney's?
Nope. Hold on. DJs. Okay. I worked at DJs and I worked at Merry-Go-Round for a little while.
Oh, Merry-Go-Round, yeah.
And there was another store, I can't remember. Van Dyke's Uptown. Okay. Where you wear the suits?
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm hustling. My Van Dyke's gig was on the west side. So that gave me an excuse not only to wear a suit, but I can go on the other side of town where everybody can't go, and I can get with people over there. You know, so it became that transatlantic thing for me. And I got some of my boys on at the mall, and we sharing each other's discounts. Man, it was love. It was popping, man.
I remember that. I used to work at Merry-Go-Round.
You work at Merry-Go-Round? Merry-Go-Round, Music Land too.
Yeah, when you first got there, you got the job in Grand Rapids, like they get you on right before you could actually work. You got to buy clothes. They give you like 30% off. So That's the 30 to 35% off. So like the big time, the first time getting it off, you trying to get all the gear you can because you're getting it off. And then with them, you had to wear the clothes that they sell there. So, you know, every time some new stuff come up, like, yeah, you working, but then your paycheck is going to get clothes because you got to work there. So
right. That's why I said, like when I had the spot in the basement, oh man, you'll find out you get in the spot. You be like, damn, these guys over here eating. Oh, you want a plate? Plate gonna be $5. You know, I'm getting my money. And then we had those bus tickets at the time. I'm an artist. We had those yellow bus tickets. I could draw those intricately. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'll sell them to the football team or whatever, man. Get my little passport to school over there. I can go sit. I'm the only nerdy dude sitting there with the football team because I'm hooking them up with bootleg bus tickets.
Right.
So I'm getting the money. So I got the money to buy the gear. Man, I got in there. I'm hustling everybody. I'm hustling. I was working that job. You hear me? 8-ball jackets out at that time. Cross colors. Yes, jeans, the whole hook up. So of course, I'm fresh to death. So if you ain't buying it, it's like, oh, you're going to get to see it on my way to the Mac bus to catch the bus to work. You're going to see what it looked like. Got the shoes to match because I don't hook my boys up at the shoe hookup. And then he give me a percentage. Oh, man. It was lovely.
Oh, man.
It was lovely. Yeah, I was thinking, man. So when it came time to have some money and have some gear, I'm going to have that gear. And my boys going to have some gear because we're not walking in the club looking stank. Ain't doing that, you know. So I got it up on that money. That's the only time that hustling thing came in handy. You know, and everybody is alone. Everybody is out the street, and they're working, and you having fun, and y'all together. And you got community.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. That's when we're younger.
You're working legally. You ain't got to worry about going to jail.
Yeah,
nothing like that. You just
when you come home, that's when you hear all the stories.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll be like, "Where you was at?" "Oh man, I was at the mall."
Yep.
You going to work, and then at that time, you ain't leaving the mall because all the honey's in there.
Mm-hmm.
What you going home for?
They be knowing that
that's you gotta get off the bus at dark, and they gonna be shooting.
Dude, you know when you bring it, when you're telling me this, because I had mall jobs too. Like I went out to the mall, and it's like I might work in one place 3 months, and then okay, I'm gonna go work over here now. And then one time, I think I was working in two. I think I was working in a dollar store, like Sears or something at the same time. You know, because basically, when I was coming back home after doing boot camp and then doing my little job in the Marines, like you just got to go to school for what your job's gonna be in the reserves. I found out this little loophole. Oh, I can collect on deployment too, because I was gone for boot camp and then the time for the job training. That was about almost a year. But when you come back and you go for reserves once a month, it's just one weekend. It's like you're being laid off or something. Or so it's like, yeah, you can collect. So I had to get a job at some point. So I just, okay, I'll go to the dollar store. I'll go here and just have this little stuff, you know, to tie me off for a while. But it was exactly what you were saying, because
it was
like, actually, all the girls are coming here.
That's what I'm saying.
You know,
it was the opportunity.
Everything's happening here.
It was the opportunity. If I didn't know where the party was, you know, somebody gonna tell me or hit a flyer. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm having a little private thing at my house. They swing by. It looked good, except to my neighbors, because I ain't got no car. Everybody I know got trucks.
Right.
They all on the grass, you know what I'm saying? And God knows who. But you know they ain't out there doing wrong.
Fellas, ain't nothing like the mall girls. Picking up the mall girls from the popping gum.
Popping gum. Let me tell you about this worst time I had at the mall.
Uh-oh.
I come out, and everybody's like, it's gonna be a big event at the mall. You know, prepare yourself. Stores getting slow. I started noticing it's nothing but little young girls all over the place, right? I'm like, the fuck going on? Then you see like teenage girls all the way up to my age. Man, Debbie Gibson come up in there, man, and did her live video.
Oh wow.
did it at Northland and Eastland.
Oh,
I'm watching this twice, and you just see all this shit going crazy, man. And you looking like, what the hell? Nothing but screaming. You can't even hear the people that's in the store with you.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing but screaming. It was terrifying as hell. You know? Terrifying as hell.
Dang.
Like, oh, she made her money. I got to see what it was. I'm looking like, what the hell? All of a sudden, there's a microphone in the middle of the thing.
Mm-hmm.
And she's running around and shit. She's doing her shit, man. Debbie Gibson was working that, dog, in the mall.
Yeah.
The mall. Man, that's crazy.
Yeah, I remember that.
The mall was the spot.
Hell yeah.
It ain't like that. The malls is gone now.
Oh, it's over. It's over.
Yeah, it's over. It's like
they might come back because these new kids, they into some new things, and then people got money. So it's a possibility for everything old to be new again because they missed it and they know it and they trying to invest in it.
Because for us, like you said, it was the mall and then the arcade and then the midnight movies on Friday. That was like
the skating.
Skating too.
Skating. We used to go to Royal Skateland. Keith lived down the street from
Royal everybody got a skate land, like Kalamazoo skate land. Like everything is skate land, ain't it?
Yeah.
They can't find another name.
You want to be where it's popping at. Like I said, you at home, you already know what's going down because you in the hood.
Yeah.
You know, but you old enough to be in that party life. And if you went through that disco, kiddie disco era where everything started growing, it was like the thing to do. You got MTV just jumped off, all this shit. You know what I'm saying? I used to be on the New Dance Show.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to ask you, like, what club was y'all going to?
Yeah.
No, you just brought. That wasn't really like a club, though. It was just kind of like they just did the show there, right?
They actually just did the show. They had a couple of events where it was actually a party where other people can come around. But they had one at the Brotherhood Club. I can't remember some of the other ones or whatever, but they would just go around and if it wasn't at GPR, they would have different locations or whatever. I had a ball. One, I'm too young to be up in there, and it's nothing but older women. I'm like, yeah, you know. Knowing I'm supposed to be in church.
Oh, wow.
You know, but I'm like, dang, you get to hear the music and you get to hear new music.
Yeah, that's it.
You know, so you looking like, damn, who is that? You know, and get close to the DJ, you can actually see the record, older people. I met Kelly Hand that way. You know what I'm saying? I met Kelly. I had a crush on Kelly Hand too.
You met her at the New Dance Show? I
met her at the scene.
At the scene?
And then she was on the New Dance Show for a couple of times or whatever.
Okay.
So it's a couple of times I have to find a clip of the video. I'll post it and be like, see, that's Kelly.
Oh, you got the video?
It's up. They have the old videos that's up. You know what I'm saying? And I had my I'm G, you know what I'm saying? I'm working at a suit hookup and a contemporary outfit. I'm
that's right there.
Yeah, I'm representing. So yeah, I'm on the honeys. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, I was having me a ball, man. But met Keith's mother. I didn't know who she was at that time. I didn't meet Keith, even though we ended up being part of the same entertainment company. But his mother used to come into Music Land.
Okay.
And she wanted certain records. And she wanted certain records for her son, right? And me, I done put out on the street that, you know, you ain't got to go to a certain record shop. I'm going to get some remixes because I got access to this. Remember that catalog they used to have where you can order overseas and you can order import and domestic. I got hold of that, man. They wanted to push major label stuff. I'm getting all the stuff that's coming out on the radio and putting it in certain stacks in the area. So when I have my people come in there, they serve right. I got fired for that, man. They fired me for that. Yeah. Keith's mom used to come in there and I'll have some 12 inches be like, oh, he gonna dig this. You know, not knowing I'm gonna meet him years later.
Okay.
You know, so when I met him, go over his crib, man, I'm looking like, Miss Tucker, your mother. I'm like, dude, I used to give you records and shit like that. I used to be out. So we started record shopping together. You know, we'll go over to go to Buy Right way on the west side and pick with Jeff Woodward.
Okay.
You know, and that's my man to this day because I used to bring demo tape. He'll listen to it, but he gonna give you a hard damn time.
Okay.
You know.
Sound like Mike.
Oh, you talking about Banks? Yeah.
Huckabee and Shake too. And Shake too.
Shake too.
Shake. Cause Shake is like the Cisco and Ebert of
man.
Tell you stuff, you know. D-Man, I don't know. You know.
At least you got a response. He wouldn't say nothing to me, and we meet up and it'd be cool. We have, go somewhere, we do the parties. We'll have our little drinky pool. That's what I know Shake from.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's back when Carl Craig was drinking. You know.
Okay.
So this is my drinking buddies. Like that. Shake, he didn't call me. We seen each other at the club. One time scared the hell out of me. Shake called me. I knew he didn't have my number. I actually did something right on a record. And some kind of way he called me and I was like, how you get the number? Never told me how you got the number. But he congratulated me on the record. It was a big thing to me.
Yeah, he tell you that. It's like, okay. You smile for like Shake told me my stuff was dope.
Yeah.
You know.
He tricked me into, I didn't want to sample. He tricked me into sampling.
Yeah.
He was setting up for a record. And he wanted some stuff. He didn't have time to do it. So I said, I'll collect them for you, I'm like, that's a big honor. I didn't know what he was going to use or whatever. But I collected the samples and stuff like that. And then Shake was like, okay, I don't need them. I was like, what the fuck? And I got this whole arsenal of shit.
Yeah.
So I was like, is he messing with me? Which he was. It was like, what you gonna do with it? Now you done did all this work. What you gonna do with it? This when he was doing this stuff as the sampler.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just geeked. I'm like, damn, Shake over here doing shit. Damn. I collected those samples for him, and he was like,
Yeah, man.
Not that they wasn't good. He was just busy doing something else, man. Yeah.
Yeah, that's bringing back some, like you said, at least them cats would tell you the straight up truth. Mike, him too. He'll tell you. I remember sometimes, man, I'd just come down just to go to, basically to go to see Dan Bell first, get my money for a release, and then jump over to Record Time, get some records I want. And then it's like, okay, I'm gonna go get right back to Kalamazoo so I can make me a mixtape. Let me I'll go ahead and stop by, talk to Mike. Man, I'd be thinking sometimes it's like, all right, we're gonna talk for a bit. I'm gonna go. It'd be like a whole 8-hour shift. I mean, man, it's 11 o'clock at night, man. Like I ain't mixing nothing tonight, But as you said, he'll sit up and talk to you and school you. But somehow, I don't know how he be knowing, man. Because like when I first started living in Poland, he knew everything. He knew I was living there. He's like, man, Knox, man, I think you're spending too much time over there. You might start sounding like that. So that voice always stayed in the head. Okay.
Yeah. He did that on purpose to keep that in your head.
Yeah, that is exactly because every time
don't change your sound.
When I'm living over there,
environment.
I'm like, I got to keep this Kalamazoo sound no matter what the thing I do. But make sure it's good to the code, but just keep my thing. But yeah, every time that voice is, I was like, I don't know, like right now living over here is the better option for me to, move ahead and make some money and, life in general, health wise. But I said, yeah, I know what you mean by keeping it because if you get around people, you can start to change. But I'm not one of them dudes that's easily like really influenced by people. I have more like a cat personality where I'm just doing what the hell I want to do. Yeah. And nobody can like push me to do anything.
That's what you have to do. You have to be strong-minded. You know what I'm saying?
Mom, okay, it's like we have a battle all the time because she's always trying to get me to do stuff her way, and how that go. But still, I gotta do things the way I want to do it.
It have to be that way. That's your identity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. Because
you don't know who's paying attention to you. You know what I'm saying? When you,
right.
I like to think when it's this techno thing, it's a community and family, and it's a reunion you just ain't been at yet.
Yeah.
But everybody paying attention because you wear that title.
Yeah.
That's true.
When you get out there in them different spots, you represent that. You are an ambassador techno.
Yeah.
They want to see how close it is to real. The whole game is they want to get to it to where that doesn't exist and slip that, well, it came from here. No, it didn't come from there. It came from here. Sorry. I'm sorry.
Yep.
You can't change that identity. You can get close to where they can relate, but it have to be rooted in who you are. We've lost too fucking much. Keep giving shit away. And then be mad later on. You know what I'm saying? And then you think about this like, damn, maybe I did get a little bit too poppy with it. You have to take blame with that sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But it's not a thing to where you can't take that poppy thing and still make that soul. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you got soul, you don't have, it doesn't make no difference where you at. You'll find soul somewhere, and you'll find soul brothers.
Yeah.
And your music gonna reflect that. You can't help it because that's your upbringing. You know, some guys, they just think, well, I'm in a different area, I'm gonna go like this. Yeah, see how long that lasts. You know, it doesn't last long, and you can have that money and whatever else you're doing and all that, but you ain't from Yugoslavia, and you ain't from such and such and such. You from the Straits, and those that's from the Straits know exactly what I mean. And that come with all kind of conditions that a lot of people don't know that we put into our
no, they can't relate to
make it real. Yeah, people don't, they just thinking you cutting on a machine, man. You know what I'm saying?
No, they don't know this is life experience growing up. That stuff, like what you said, what formed you, because stuff we all seen, you know, back in the days in the hood, you know, it's just a different, when I'm talking to people over here, they had their own problems and struggles.
Yeah.
Just as completely different. Because sometimes I'm looking at how certain people do things here in Europe, and I'm like, okay, totally different. I wouldn't be doing that. But then, hey, that's how they grew up.
Yeah, that's how they grew up.
That's their thing. That's their soul. But as you said, it seems like wherever I'm going, I'm still doing the same. I'm basically making music the same way I did in the beginning. And it's the feeling, because for me, I'm not really caring about technically so much right away. Even though now I have developed these skills being over here, my first thing is I need to get this, you know, it's got to feel good to me. And you know it. You don't, just, no one telling you, you hear it.
You can't dance off of it, man. Nobody gonna dance off of it.
It's like, that's it. That's the groove. Okay, I can fix it later. You know, get it down with her. But sometimes over here, I just wanted to see how it is working with different individuals. And I was like, okay, dude's already putting the rules in place before we even got started. Like I said, the kick is too, or you know, we need to do. Hold on a second, dog. Why we gotta like?
That ain't the sound, baby. That's not what you do.
Just hit play. Let's play around.
You turn it up. You talking about engineers?
No, just people some artists in general, because they think they're looking at it, especially when they look at something like Ableton or something.
Yeah.
Oh, let's make sure like the levels is set, and let's make sure that thing is up. And then they're, you know, actually thinking, oh, maybe I'll use this kick sound or that. And I'm just like, so you wait a minute, you sitting up here trying to predict the kick. I mean, instead of just put some beats on, man, just start messing around and like just get it going.
See, we lost that factor from the live days. When you were paying for studio time, you ain't had time to be sitting up there trying to tune no kick.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how I work. It's like, dude, you ain't got to go through 445 kick. You know what I'm saying? It's like, let's pop this off, man. By the time you get through doing that, all I'm gonna want to do is go outside and smoke.
Right. You can use that Radio Shack sample if you want to. Shoot, I don't care.
Huh?
Yeah, so you can use that Radio Shack sample if you want to.
I mean, if you know how to work it, you know how to work it.
Well, see, I think that's the thing. Is it seems like over the years everything became like cookie cutter. You know what I mean? There's like really no soul. I mean, it's a few people that you can see it, but it's just like this is what the machine's telling us to do.
Yeah,
we got to do it this way. It's like nobody's like individual anymore. It's just like here it is. Because if we look at all the music now, in my opinion, most of it sounds the same. Especially with like newer artists, unless you really out there on a different wave, it's like it's almost like the boy band thing. Like,
exactly.
Here it is. Like and using that analogy, like the first boy band you really think about is what's the I can't even think of so many of them. Backstreet Boys, right?
Yeah.
But that's the one everybody goes to, but you got to stop right there and go beyond that because actually they took from New Edition, but New Edition never gets the recognition to be in the boy band. So there you go.
I know it's a trip, but some of these groups do pay homage sometime. You know, it's just like you say, cookie cutter. Yeah. You can hear it in some of the artists be like, ain't that the Jacksons? That's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? It worked then, is just switch up. The whole K-pop thing is nothing but you're doing the Jacksons and you're splicing anime up into it or whatever, and a sound that's now. I actually love K-pop. I love it for its individual thing.
Yeah, it has its own. It's just so many members. I'll be like, it's like 14 of them.
I mean,
who is these people? Like when I saw the K-pop thing,
that's what we finding out. They using that Disney method. You don't know who they are now, but once the group start breaking up, then you look, then who won this, and she was in the group such and such. That's what they doing.
Right, because I was like, why so many? And then story behind each.
Because you don't know who each one of them gonna be.
I had to learn about this from some kids over there because they were like, do you know these people? I was like, I don't know. So please school me on this. And I said, okay, it seems like there's a lot of people in here and they each got their own kind of story about them, but like you said, the music is, I ain't gonna lie, it was good. They were dancing and singing or, anything Asian, they dance pretty similar to what we doing anyway.
There's a reason for that. I don't know how much is true. I heard that it's actually a cat from LA doing most of this music. So he doing one of them, when Full Force starts stepping back from being Full Force, doing these other groups, and you find out later, be like, that was some black dude. So that's going on with that now.
Usually, that's usually because they didn't figure it out. I just make their music for them. They won't know. I mean, we basically when that whole kind of mumble rap stuff started coming, that was somebody down in Atlanta. I think starting that, setting the scene for that.
Yeah.
And everything. And we didn't really know who, but later on, okay, it's this dude. He was the one that was Migos, and then
Yeah.
But like K-Pac, that don't surprise me at all. Somebody's behind that, doing that, man. That's just
that's that puppet shit. It's setting you up for the next. That's perfect A&R work because it's setting you up for the next 10 to 15 years. And you got 12 people that you can bank on. One of them is gonna pop off.
Yep.
And then they're gonna be on like they doing it over here. Everybody that deal with Mickey Mouse when they're young, don't you get you a pop career later on? And a drug habit. And
Justin Bieber.
and alimony. But you ain't thinking that when they all cute and they out there doing this. And then you look back later and you be like, oh man, he really messed up. Yeah, Mickey put it on him. But you got that opportunity. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Man. I can't hate on it because I'm not young. I'm sure they be looking like this old man don't know what he's talking about.
Exactly.
But I like anime. And I like music, it go hand in hand. You know, it was a time where you couldn't say that as no black man. I'm in the anime.
No. Did you ever watch? Did you ever watch Eon Flux back in the day?
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah. So So it's that was some stuff. Man.
Eon Flux. Oh man, you ever seen Shogun Assassin?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, you know what? I'm gonna just go all the way back. I'm gonna take it back to WKBD, the channel 50 Detroit Kung Fu Theater every Saturday.
Dude,
that was like,
live for it.
And we was all outside, hiya, doing that, making them sound. That's where it started for me. Was WKBD, channel 50 Detroit. I was like,
oh man, I was there for them first runs at the Fox Theater downtown.
Mm-hmm.
And dude, you get down there and y'all watching the movie, that intermission come, you got to battle your way to the bathroom. Everybody, you got dude, you come down the stairs, go to the bathroom, there's a dude in crane pose on you. Yeah, what you gonna do? You know where you at, so you gotta break out Tiger Style on his ass, and that
hold on,
your boy.
let me go get the old man wig with the white hair, because nobody defeats the old man with the white hair. The old Abbott. Yeah, the old guy. He never.
He get to go to the stall where nobody can go. That's the forbidden stall. That's only for him. Everybody else got the battle to take that piss.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man,
I love my days, man, for real.
Yeah,
Kung Fu head, man.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. That led me to other stuff like Voltron and all them old. And I was like, man, Voltron was already old when I was a kid.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
It was already, it was because even the color on it, I was like, this thing is old. So how long this thing been out? Actually, and that stuff's coming from over there. So it's funny.
It's more advanced over there. They like a future ahead of us, and they just sell it back to us.
Way ahead, man.
I like to say it's a revenge for bombing them. It was like, oh, you bombed us. We're gonna get you later, and then get you in commerce. It's like our old stuff, we'll send it to you like new, and we'll still be ahead of you.
Yeah,
dude. Because when I was in Japan, I went there for a week, and I was seeing what was there then. That stuff didn't come to America until almost 10 years later.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember seeing it over there, and I was like, we don't even have this over there. But wow, Tokyo was just like, it was just so much. I was just like, man, I can't even. After 4 days, I was kind of ready to leave, but we had to be there 7 days because it was just Osaka was cooler, I would say, but Tokyo was just like, boom, boom, boom. Them little 15-second commercials, and they got like 10 commercials in that 15 seconds, just quick little 3-second, some little yellow bear jumping around, and then the next, and I was like, oh, stimulation, man.
That's programming, man.
Yeah, they program over there. Like,
I love my stay in Tokyo. I did because I'm forced to go outside because big fellas can't fit up in the hotel room. No way.
Not all day. Yeah,
then you watching TV, and all you is
exactly
loud as fuck. And you listen to languages you trying to pick up on, and so it's like, okay, I can get the fuck out of the room.
Mm-hmm.
And you go out there, man, and you will see some shit, especially the transition from day to night.
Oh yeah. You see them schoolgirls be out like 5 a.m, no little dresses. Like, ain't y'all supposed? Well, you going to school now or something? It'll be like a little group of them.
They ain't
get by you do that little.
They're not schoolgirls.
No, I know.
To find out because one, I'm from Detroit. I don't want to be nowhere near no little girl.
Right.
Exactly.
And then you find out that these grown women, this is what they into.
Mm-hmm.
She might be running some kind of company or whatever, but at night, they play that docile because the dudes like that. I don't know why they like that, but they was digging that. But some of them wasn't no little girls.
No, I picked. I was like, okay, I was like, I ain't even nowhere near home. So while I'm over here, just have eyes all around, everywhere.
Man,
Like nothing ever happened, but still, I said, it don't matter. Just
I
just do
had a
your
couple of
thing.
happenings.
Yeah,
I had a couple of happenings in Tokyo. And yeah, we made it. We go in there at a time where, remember when SARS was out?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, we found out about SARS on the way there.
Okay.
So it's like, what? Didn't even know what an epidemic it was and whatever. So we think we're gonna be stuck there.
Yeah.
I freaked out. Man. I ain't even gonna lie. I went into Mick Jagger mode. It was like, oh, if it's going down like this is gonna be the best damn last show I ever had.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting a tattoo. I'm drinking everything that I can. And I'm going to the strip club. Yeah, it was going down because I'm like, I'm not going out like this. It was bad, man. Everybody got a mask on. We looking around like, oh, hell no.
Yeah, what is this? What's going on?
Yeah.
Dude, so you were going, and when that stuff came out, I was in Singapore. And here's the thing, I was in Singapore for a week, and I was supposed to go on do this China tour. And I don't know what it was, man, but something, his voice again inside the head, go back to Poland right now. You should just go back to Poland and do the China, ask if you can do the China tour later. Yeah. So I told the dude, I said, is it any way we can postpone this thing, man? I need to get back to Warsaw. And he said, yeah, no problem. He was like, real easy. We can, move it to some other dates and whatever. And basically, we avoided that. I went back. But before I went back, the dudes I was staying with, like two of their friends went to prison for a year because we were all smoking. So one of their neighbors. So I just dodged that crap too, because the neighbor complained and called, so the police came. And then they told me, dude, it's good that you did leave because that happened. But then SARS came. And I was like, so I avoided that whole thing. Yeah. Coming back to Poland. So fast forward to tape, it was supposed to do this China thing again with this dude, and it was like 6 months before COVID hit. Because the dude was like, maybe we can do like some kind of Sonic Mind China. Yeah. Where I can get the label known over there, and then we bring you for some shows. Maybe you can play some house stuff too. I said, okay, let's work on it. And then the time we were planning to do it, that's COVID hit. And I said, man, something must be up with this, because that's the second time. Yeah. First was then, and then later I said, okay, I guess I won't be going there.
Life happens, man. It was messed up. I had to come into that reality, but that woke me up real quick, knowing that it was like, damn, this could be a whole life-changing experience. What do I want to do? Because I'm looking at Tokyo like, hell, I'm from the east side of Detroit. This is the mountaintop. I might not never see this again. And from where I'm at, I'm probably the only person that will. So it was important to me. It was like, I want a tattoo. I want to live. You know what I'm saying? If I'm going to go out, I want to live. Yeah. That show was hot. The people was banging, to my surprise. Another surprise I got when we got over there, I didn't see a lot of men. It was a whole lot of women, and they got strollers. Dude, I look in the stroller, I see all these little black babies. A lot of these guys that came from America, and they got those jobs over there, those opportunities, and they hooking up with the girls. So I'm looking, and it's nothing but new babies getting ready to come. I'm looking like, that baby black. I don't see no black dudes other than us. Yeah. They at work. Yep. They done figured it out, and that living abroad and coming, bringing the money back or whatever, or starting a family, whole different thing. That was beautiful, man. And the vice versa was happening in Africa. Some of these Chinese and Japanese guys, they go get them a black woman over there. Start a whole new racing colony or whatever, man. I love that.
Yeah. No, but that's the thing with this music, is allowed us to do something that we passionate about, to take us to places I never can even imagine I would
That's
go.
What it was about.
And meet more people, and like you said, and actually have a life somewhere else. than where you started at.
And I think that's the gospel, man. That's why it's important. Everybody don't get a chance to have that gospel in their backyard. Mm-hmm. When you come over, you representing and you spreading that gospel. It's like, y'all got it. Let me show you what Thor say. You want me to throw the hammer down? I'm gonna put the hammer down. You know, and they appreciate it because they know the history. The whole thing is when you involved in it is you can't forget your history.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You see you up there. Mm-hmm. But in reality, the people that's standing behind you that you don't see, that's Shake. That's Huck. It's Mike Banks. It's Keith Tucker. All these guys are standing here and they rooting for you, even though they're not in the room, because you representing them, they soul, they heart, and they craft. You know, techno is supposed to be a pilgrimage. We go out there and we show them this is how you do it. This is how we do it.
Yeah.
Do you speaking since we kind of go in there, you kind of see that like there's been some debate about the whole techno thing, about especially like people of color in techno. Like we've been kind of like washed away from it, like almost to the point like we don't really exist. And I hear like a lot of artists talk about it. Like, we've just discussed a few things behind the scenes and just different people. Yeah. As far as like, especially in the terms of like getting gigs, bookings, performing out, we don't really get that consideration. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Than other races and groups, like especially black men, we don't get that. Like so, like it's almost like we're being overlooked. And do you think that's ever going to change?
It could change, and a lot of people ain't gonna like what the fuck I got to say about that. Because the truth of the matter is, if you still looking for somebody to do it for you, you ain't gonna get it. Mm-hmm. This music comes from struggle. You know struggle, and you know the outcome of just giving up and somebody else. If you constantly waiting for somebody, it's a million of us. You know what I'm saying? You know how many people in techno that are black? And they sitting up crying, talking about they doing this, doing that. We got enough. It's enough of us to where we can make our own still.
Yeah.
We can still play the game. Right now, we crying about it. Stop crying. Get your ass in the forefront and fight this battle, because it's enough for us to make it happen. But that's another issue, because that means we got to get together.
Yep.
So I don't cry about that. I know what the odds is, but it's always been like that. But the techno to me, if you're not doing battle, you need to get to the back. I'm in the front with the sword. You know what I'm saying? I want to do battle with this. You know, this is how I live. I got more to prove to myself and my community to have a stand in this. You just can't let somebody else, well, this was created here, and cry about it. While you sitting up crying, somebody is profiting.
Yep.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We have to get to the point where we doing something about it and work with each other. Those that can work with each other. We done lost a lot of that because everybody trying to be an individual and shit.
Right.
You know, they don't want to work together, or somebody trying to be the man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We shouldn't have those problems. There's too many of us. We can have our own festivals. Hell, we didn't have our own festival. They learned from us. Mm-hmm. I can't hate them or whoever they are for doing their thing when I know the majority of them and myself know where the root came from. Mm-hmm. But if I'm the root and they the tree that's growing, if I'm not watering myself, I can't complain about the rest of the tree. The roots are still there. You cut the tree down, the roots are still there. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't so much about them, it's about us. We need to stop complaining about it and do something about it. And some of us stand up and do. But we do it in a way that's not for everybody. We still got this click thing in our head. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna let a piece of these people, go or whatever. I understand the click thing. You know what I'm saying? Because there's only so many people, if you that type of person, that you can take. But we just have to stop looking at it like, well, they got that. They got the money. You know what I'm saying? We all come from the hood. How many people in the hood you actually know what techno is and pay for it? Buy a record. You know what I'm saying? We're a rare breed. It's a lot of it's a rare breed. But we started this, we can finish this, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people need to get out of their head with their own shit and handle their business that can help others. But that's just me. That's some dream shit. You know what I'm saying? I can run my mouth on that a lot, and people will be like, "Yeah, brother," and no, I really fucking mean that. You know what I'm saying? I really fucking mean that. It's at the state it is because everybody stopped fighting or they gave in. It's like, well, this is the sound of now, and I'm gonna make that what they do. No, you do what you do, and you stand on it. And you make that push. This came out a struggle and push. You know what I'm saying? These guys couldn't get no major deals. So they made their own shit. They pushed their way in to where it was so much that everybody at that time, when it was physical form, it was like, why the hell we ain't getting no numbers and all the numbers is coming from the Midwest? You know what I'm saying? They just zeroed in on Michigan. All of a sudden back then. I'm working at the record shop, so I see where the target is coming. This is where the records are selling. In these spots where these people ain't supposed to even know how to work these records. We come from that. Just because you don't put up the sword, man, you still got to be Conan the Barbarian on this shit.
Yeah, Conan.
Real, man. When you hear a track and it's just, it might be one track of the night when you be like, damn,
right.
You feeling it. You wish you made it. You know what I'm saying? You meet the dude, you like, damn, motherfucker, you a hard motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? That was the track. Your thing was to go in there and be like, oh, I'm about to bump with that track. I'm about to get him. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
We built our shit on that, built our strength. Then you man look at you, be like, oh, you got me on that. I'm gonna get you on this one.
Right.
Yep.
It wasn't about them. It wasn't about them.
No, I know exactly what you
and they mimic that, but you can't get mad at something that you already know. You know what I'm saying? And you have to be strong enough to know that when you come in the room. And a lot of these guys ain't. They're like, oh, I gotta get along with everybody. I ain't gotta get along with nothing.
Nope.
I ain't gotta get along with nothing. Soak in them good vibes and come in there and get that pat on the back. And you come out there on that stage and you take that sword out and you let them know who Conan the Barbarian the fuck is. And you layer them. You done had them sets, man. When you had one, you be like, lay them out. They sweating, they outside, they fighting over water. They dancing so hard, they fighting over water. You getting so many hugs, your back wet. I ain't got time to be focused on what they got and all that. When we have the internet, we got the world in your pocket, and most of us have been around to know what's going on and know how to set it up. You know what I'm saying? So we can't complain about something that we could do better.
No, you're right. Because plus also what you said, this whole thing with, I got to try to get along with everybody. For one thing, I don't do drugs. So I'm not trying to sit up with the promoter and be doing lines or whatever else, just to hope that he might book me or something. Anyway, I'd rather just not play for a while.
Yeah, I know some that did. So they and I'll look at them a certain way. Please don't ask, because it's like you sold yourself out and you sold whatever your belief is in this music,
Yeah.
You buying them. Some of these cats, man, they buying a machine. It's like, yeah, I do techno too, dude. This is my lifeline, dog. You know what I'm saying? House as well, electro as well. Music is my lifeline. If I wasn't doing this, I wouldn't know what else to do, because you got a certain freedom with this. Mm-hmm. You got a certain solace. You got a certain direction. You got a certain focus. You know what I'm saying? And this was before you got all the tours and stuff. You had no idea that this was going to lead you to see the world for what it was, not what you read or somebody told you.
Right. You just
we had that opportunity.
Having fun, making stuff, feeling. I can tell you, like I was telling Myles, just enough just to. If I got the record in the record store, that was like, okay, that was the thing, But it was like, as what you're saying, no matter where I lived, apartment or some girl or whatever at home, I always had a room or somewhere where I had my something, whether I was making stuff or not. But most time I was making stuff, and most of the time, a lot just before we would go to the club, and we were just going to some regular, it wasn't no techno clubs. This was just a club to go meet girls and pick them up. But while in the middle of getting ready to go out while the homies is there playing PlayStation, I done went ahead and made a track and recorded it to reel tape. See? Okay, let's go. And maybe even two, because sometimes it was just enough to change sounds around and not overthinking. And then later recording it and listening to it on tape, like, oh, it sound good. But then, okay, I go to Chance or Jay or Fanon or somebody. Like you said, dang, he made something. I got to go back in here and,
that's the whole game plan.
Do something else, but not thinking about, am I gonna go over here? Or someone gonna book me? Or I was happy actually just to go to somebody's party, because that was part of the thing. We're gonna go down to the D or Chicago, go buy some records, get some food. Okay, it's a party. We're gonna go to the party. I wasn't thinking about, okay, they're gonna book me. Wasn't even on the mind. It was
wasn't
like
even on your mind.
I just want to get back home and actually make something later, especially because you said you'd be at that party, you'd be. Oh, damn, I heard so much stuff. And now there's just ideas like for making stuff. But yeah.
You can't wait to get home.
Can't wait to get home. But you're right. Yeah, man. You sit up and reflect. You're like, dang, because of that, I'm over here. And I actually had to there's a lot of people that would never go if they're going for vacation from Kalamazoo, they're going to Chicago for a week or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's just an hour and a half away, but I went to my auntie's house for a week in Chicago, and that was like my year vacation. I'm like, I used to just go down there just to go to the record store for the day.
Exactly. Yep. Exactly. And that habit worked out for you. You know what I'm saying?
So we were blessed. I would say we were all blessed to have that.
That's why everybody want to be in
it. That's the whole thing with it. I'm not gonna stop. Like I told my wife, like, hey, I'm always gonna have some gear around. So even if you don't see me in there doing something, don't bother with. Don't worry, because I can go in there any minute, turn them on, and bust something out.
Yeah, because you never know what's going to influence you.
Yeah,
especially if you live in life, something is going. Something gonna be it when you sit down and you know it. You done had them tunes where you back up off of it and be like, damn. You got to prepare for what this could be, because you already know when you hear it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You have to get to that state, man. It is a blessing to do that, but everybody don't do it for the reasons that you think they do. You know what I'm saying?
It's a lot. It's a lot. Reason. Lately, it's a lot, because like you just said, you don't know who's doing what. But lately, I've been able to have my spidey senses open. Like I can kind of see, okay, yeah, he's real, he's not. He's not real, he is. Just by the way they talk or they move. Like, okay, don't waste your time. But as you said, if you just kind of stick to yourself and just make your stuff and don't be thinking about all that stuff. I think the thing is getting back to sitting down in that chair and just getting back to what you're doing, making your stuff, however you do it. Then that speaks for that. That will just create everything anyway.
Yeah.
You won't even have to worry.
That works if you're an introvert, but it come a time where you have to get out of that chair and you have to experience life, because
you got to experience
something else will come from that. You know what I mean? Something else. You might have a hard ass tune, and you go through Lackluster J. You might come back to that tune one day and be like, okay, that's hard, but I'm feeling this way, and throw some strings on that dude and tear somebody up. Tear somebody up overseas to the point where they see you, they're just staring. You know what I'm saying? You done touch somebody's life with your pain and your creativity.
Yeah.
You know, that's the techno I like, where it's a reaction. You know, you either dancing till you can't dance no more, or you just broke down till you just so happy about the environment you in. You know, I just want to provide that little moment, because that's the moment that I have. You know, and you share that, and somebody tell you about that, and they have that with you, man. That is the greatest shit in the world. That's greater than payment. It's greater than payment. You know, a cat come up to you with your record, you ain't nobody. You know what I'm saying? And this cat come up and tell you this story, and you looking like, who the fuck is this? You know, and he know your name. He know your feeling. This cat never met you. He know your feeling. He know where you roll at. You know what I'm saying? And he down for you. And you got people that grew up for you that won't invest in your ass for $1.
Right.
Won't invest. Don't know who you really are.
Yeah.
You know.
No, I know.
That music tells a lot. It tells a lot. And that's what our job is, man. These people don't have no document to the shit. We still got knowledge of the document. We give up that document and let them know every time. Don't have time to be worrying about what they got. They're going to always have that. But they don't have to struggle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Struggle. You see them Kung Fu films? You don't go through Hai Chi class. You do not win the battle at the end. You got your butt kicked in the middle in the beginning of the movie, and you was a punk. You went to class or whatever. Once you got yourself together, you became the Grand Master, and then at the end, not only you done whooped the whole village, but you got the woman, the writing credits, and everything.
And you finally beat the gray hair, white haired old man.
Right.
Once you beat him, that's
you beat him, and then what they do for you, they make you iconic. They give you that freeze frame at the end of it, with the music running, you like this. My man up against the tree, all bloody and shit.
Oh shit!
That's what we have to do, man.
Is there any current artists in Detroit that you currently following? You really seen that they actually doing a lot of good things over there, or somebody that you actually taking notice to?
Good things like what?
Like as far as like music wise, like if it, like newer artists that like this newer generation of people in Detroit, like is it one artist that you can be like, yo, they really doing some stuff? Like, who are you taking notice to right now?
Anybody. I don't make, like back in the day we used to go to the club and all that kind of stuff. I've stopped doing that so I can focus on my my art. What I'm really doing. Usually when I see somebody that's young that's doing something, I ease up on them. So I can see them in their element. I don't want to be this old school dude. Here come BLAKTONY or nothing. I don't want to be that. I want to sit back and enjoy the music and see what they're doing and see how the audience doing their thing. And I can check them out. I did that with Kyle Hall. When he was working with Huck, I snuck up on him. Later on, when he got to being the DJ and the person that he is now, I came up to him and I told him that I seen him in class and I was proud of him. You know what I'm saying? And I still do that to this day. Who else? Huey Mnemonic.
Oh, Huey. Okay.
Yeah, Huey. There's a couple other new people. This girl named Shar. I peep their stuff, but I peep them from back. Back in the shadows. Because there's a lot going on in this, and I know they don't know everything because they're young. Yeah. But sometimes you have to watch from afar because they don't know what I know, far as this environment that they're in, because you got so many wolves out here waiting to eat them.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know who real yet. You know what I'm saying? They don't know who real yet. So you let them do their thing, and then they'll figure out, be like, oh, this is the cat that came to my show.
Yeah.
You know, and you give them they respect, you know, and you tell them why. And a lot of people can't explain why. It's like that's like you got to come to the family picnic. You know, I'm your cousin Tony.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So usually the young guys, I'll creep out and I'll just sit in the corner and I'll check the scene and see what's going on, see how he handling it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's my legacy. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm very protective of how we do our music. Not just Detroit because I'm in fucking Detroit. I hate when people do that because there's a lot of great records outside of Detroit, Michigan done by people and they haven't had credit and won't get it because they're not from Detroit. And that is a fucking lie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The truth of the matter is, I know where you come from. I can read a record. In order for you to even get to the mind state to where you want to see a future, you know what I'm saying, and make a record and have a focus and do something far as community oriented and make this sound bigger. For a black man to do that, I got to give you your fucking props because we got so much other stuff to be worrying about. So if this is where your mind at, I'm with you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't have a lot of people around that. I'm the nerd. You know what I'm saying? I look like a thug. I'm not no damn thug. You know what I'm saying? I'm reading anime. I'm listening to Kraftwerk. Devo and shit. You know what I'm saying? Fighting with people over whatever record. You know what I'm saying? Vanity 6 records and shit like that. You know? I ain't cruising with that. I know what we got to go through. For us to have this focus and learn this technology and everything, man, is great. You know? But until we get to that point where we telling that story for all of us, they're going to have some divide because it's about that money, man. It's about that money and that clout.
Mm-hmm.
You know? If you give up that money and that clout, then that's what you expect. And drill your shit down to where it just all sound the same.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Oh, he works in Ableton. I'm going to get Ableton. He expects to sound exactly like you.
It's like, nope.
And you're getting played because back in our day, if you represented a product, they'll represent you. You might get an ad in the paper or they'll mention you or something like that. They don't do that no more.
Or some gear or something.
Yeah, some gear or something. They don't do that no more. That's why I don't mention them. It's like it don't make no difference what you got.
Well, for Ableton, I have to say they did give me the software and they sent me a push. They did send me a push too.
And they should.
I was like, okay, cool. That was for free because I thought they was going to charge me for the push, but it was like, oh, everything for free.
Dude,
like, okay.
When you get into the part and they notice, when you get to the part where you making records and they hear their product or they know that you use their product, they'll see a video or something like that. They should. They should.
Yeah.
Because they know the potential of selling that product and you representing that product. Yeah. They used to pay us for that. They don't do that anymore.
Yeah, things change now. Like you know, AI, internet, and all that. People looking at other ways to make money and everything. You know,
I mean, I get it on that. Yeah, I get it because everybody hurting. You know, but out of that hurt, you can make something beautiful. You can make something your own or whatever. Remember, we come from that. You know, so whatever they going through now, be like, oh, this cost that. It was like that a bit, you know. It was always like that for me. Right. It's just your turn. You know what I'm saying? I don't have time to focus on that. I have time to focus on this. These records and these sets and these podcasts gonna last decades beyond our lifetime. And we have to be aware of that and what we say and what we do and who we work with. You know what I'm saying? Because it's going to be there. And somebody going to look back. And you don't know who you going to be. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
To them, they're going to look up and be like, damn, you know? We have to be aware of that. Ain't no telling what we leave behind. You know? We way in the future with this. Still. You know? I haven't even been to the festival and I don't know when. I still get calls around the clock about, am I going to do a show at the festival? You ain't seen me at no festival. Or when I'm going to DJ. That cracks me up. What's when I'm going to do a set? I'm not a DJ. If I was a DJ, I'll be sitting right next to Knox right now. Because that's what you have to do. Get up and go.
Right.
You know, you the bishop. The bishop have to go visit to go spread the gospel. So you got to do that. That's what your job is. So they know, because they think they know till you get there. And you send them back to the drawing board. Be like, damn, low man kicked my ass in this scene. All right, I got to get back. You know. And it's all good. You know what I'm saying? It builds your shit. You build your shit. But this some warrior shit, man, with techno, man. You know, is make them dance, change their mind, get their mind off of whatever on the news and whatever outside them doors. That's the DJ's job. Take their mind away from it. Take them somewhere else. You know, do your job, and they'll congratulate you for it. You know,
right? Yeah,
man.
Damn.
What, Ma? You ready to ask me something?
I don't know. I was just.
I seen you grinning. I'm like, he's setting it up.
I don't know. It's not, you know.
Miles looking at me like, oh, you want to be philosophy, man? Motherfucker. I got something to ask you.
No, it's cool, man. Like, you
Grand
know,
wizard techno,
it's cool.
Man.
Like, just to hear, you know what I'm saying? Because like we all know each other, you know what I mean? You know, but it's just like we've never had like this conversation is actually deep. Like, I don't want to ask like the dumb stuff like, oh yeah, how's it cool? How's it like working with Keith? And you know what I mean? Like, come on, man. You know all the time. So I guess people would want to know, but it's just like you can find somewhere else.
When we work together, beautiful because of the outcome. You know what I'm saying? When we work together, I like anything that doesn't distract you from your particular art. Like, for instance, we'll make a record. He might send me a clip of it just to make me come to him. Send it over the damn thing, and I hear like a minute. I'm on my way. He set the mic up. His mic is already set and everything. I'm coming down the stairs writing the lyrics.
Oh, wow.
Go straight to the mic. First take. Boom. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Plus, he got it real clean in there. So he really work in there. I told him that. I was like, Keith, it's clean up in your studio, man.
That comes from years of having so much black gear, and you know how things happen.
Yeah,
dude, where my phone at? Everything black. You don't lost your glasses, your phone.
Be like Papa Sanford and Son, looking for them glasses in there.
Everything is camouflage. Everything is camouflage. So now you know where everything is because you can see it, man.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Now I teased him about it. I was like, man, it's like Star Trek clean up in there, man.
Oh, he a Trekkie.
Yeah, I was like, it's clean. You got it, and it's set up like you got stations, and I was like, I can't wait. And next time I'm home, man, I got to come up in there just to even, you know, I ain't got to do nothing. I would love to just sit there and be a fly on the wall. Just listen. I sit up and watch you, Jack.
That's how I learn, you know, not being so much as involved, but just sitting there
and watching. Yeah.
Yeah. Because at first, when you sitting there, when I'm hanging around Derek or all that shit they talking about is Chinese. I ain't know what the hell they talking about. I'm like, what the fuck is compression? They talking about shit that you don't know that have something to do with that record yet.
All right.
you know, but you picking up on the lingo as you go or whatever. But you know, you don't know what's going on. And then you might hear some stories, you be like, oh damn, you know, or whatever. But I done heard so many stories and I keep so many secrets that I'm just tired. I'm at the point where it's music.
Right.
Music. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting older now. I always feel like I got to have more music and more variety of music. Because a lot of people ain't able to get away with that. You know, if you do techno, you can't do house or you can't do electro. I haven't had those problems, surprisingly.
Yeah, it's like, no, I'm doing it too. Come on, if you don't like house music, what is
I know it makes sense to us, you know, but some people they can't get with you changing or growing, you know.
That's like, dude, I do both.
Producers are multifaceted. We like to dip our hands in everything.
I'll play a house set, techno set, whatever, you know, and they both will be equal. You know, it's like, it's like actually sometimes I prefer to play house sets, you know, instead of techno sets. I just want to just let the track play out a little bit longer, maybe, you know, sometimes just kind of chill and just in that vibe. But no, it's like, no.
That's where I'm at now, man. I'm so much on a not so much as holding down old school techno or whatever, but I'm just in a whole nother headspace. Because all the stuff I've been trying to figure out what's going on, I feel like, damn, I could take advantage of this now. It's like I know now, you know. So I'm at this chill type of space. The whole world is going crazy as hell. We all need to chill. It'll never go nowhere.
Right.
So that fine line of chill and dance and entertainment and creativity, that's where I'm at.
Okay.
You know, everybody can appreciate that. You know, but I have my times. You hear that track and be like, oh shit. Oh, let me get to my shit. I got to get back. What was that you used? Oh, damn. You know, you had those times where you just got to get on it. You know, and then hopefully you can push you an EP or something, you know?
Yeah. No, it's just what I was going back to earlier saying, you know, being in the studio, because as you was talking about the music lets you know, and it lets me know too, when I don't actively do something, it's kind of like, okay, you see, you ain't been here for a while, you ain't been attentive, so you're gonna have to, you know, you're gonna have to work a little bit now to come back.
Man,
get to that sauce like you used to get, but then once I'm back into it, it seems then it's not stopping. Then it's turned on all the time. Like everything I'm doing, I'm like, okay, I'm happy with. I'm getting that feeling, that vibe, and then as you said, I'm so busy with that, I'm not even eating. I'm in the room for hours, and I'm just like not thinking about nothing else. I'm just okay. This one's done. Maybe I'll go ahead and start on. Okay, I wasn't planning on making another one, but you know, since I did a couple tweaks, it already sounds like another track. I might as well just keep going. Next thing I know, there's 5 tracks. You know, hours
and
later,
it's 5 a.m.
It's my wife used to, you know, she get up, come open the door and be like, and it's already getting light. I'm like, hey, this is just something I used to do. So, you know, you've been in the bed. You was in the bed before 11, and I'm just getting started.
Man,
yeah.
I love those moments, but you have to find somebody to understand, and you know, and don't hate on it, because that's not what I went after. You know what I'm saying? But it becomes a jealous girlfriend after a while, because she will call and you be like, "Oh, so you ain't gonna come in here and turn no knobs? You ain't gonna put no attention to me, huh?"
Yep.
And you want something to act right? Okay, here a glitch. Now you can't find your 808. I'm turning off. I'll show you. You know what I'm saying?
That's exactly what it be.
Yeah.
You get back in there, you be like,
you'll be sitting there looking at it, be like, this shit alive? You know?
Yeah.
Many work and shit.
Yeah.
Right. Make you crazy, dude. You in the middle of the night. Thinking about the grid and shit. You can almost punch in everything. You be like, all right, my drum's gonna be like this, my snare. Drive people crazy.
Yeah.
Or you be at work and you got to stop because that song in your head.
Yeah.
and you like, did I make that or did I hear that? And all your mind telling you was like, you got to get home or put something on your phone and get that damn idea down. You know what I'm saying? Because that shit can make and break you.
Dude, you know what? I have to give credit to Damon Wild because when I had on my phone, like you said, I got Ableton Note on the phone, so I can actually make, even sample it. The sampling is great on there, and then later I can finish it in Ableton.
Right.
But I have always had iPads, but the last iPad I had was just a little bit too slow, so I only used like 1/7 on it. Damon, for the last 3 years, he used to always tell me all the time, man, I'm telling you, man, you should get an iPad and like get some programs on it. Cause he said, for me, I'd be on the couch sketching out stuff. And I kind of like listened to it. And then I did get this thing called Drambo. Cause like you could actually make full tracks in Drambo and make everything, right? But he just one day, it's actually what you said. It's like I started getting back into it. The idea came, man, you just think about an iPad maybe. So I hit him up. Can you come by and let me just see what you're doing on there? He came and just started, and I just right then I understood it. Dude, this little thing, I can just, even if I'm going on trips, I don't have to take the computer even. I can actually get in here, get a lot of stuff going because now it's so powerful. They have a lot of great sounding apps, machines, or whatever.
Right.
And then you can come back home and finish it later or finish it in there. And I said, here it is for the last 3 years. It was in your face.
Yeah,
and he was telling you, and he's that last, like, I know some of those tracks he did, like he did a album for Adam, from Sonic Groove.
Yeah,
and some of them he did in the iPad, and they sound good. And I was like, you know what? Go ahead, because iPads ain't nothing now. Like you can still get a pretty good iPad really cheap, and them apps don't cost nothing. But I said it's just good to have it because I can use it with the studio included.
You utilize that.
Yeah. Or if I'm somewhere out and about, just okay, I got an idea. And as you said, I feel like, okay, if I can't be home in my studio all the time, this is how my trick was. I'm gonna beat this music at its own game when I'm home, giving me these problems, as you said. Okay, computer, like the beach ball is going, okay, the drum. So for some reason I can't hear nothing right now, or the MIDI was not working, as Myles said, or something was just funky about it. But I said, well, wait a minute, if I'll be doing this on an iPad here and there, it's got to work for me when I get home in the studio. So
exactly,
I will tell you, fellas, iPad, if you can get one, if you can't get in, it's a great thing.
It is a
great thing.
Anything that could utilize you to do what you want to do, if you can have it to you, if it's accessible to you, that's a great thing. It's a great thing because you'll never lose track of music and creativity. You take it right with you. It ain't what you have, is what you do with it.
Yeah, it's all mind too.
Yeah,
I was like, your mind is what you actually. This is just a tool for you to get that idea out. Your mind is actually making the stuff, so it don't matter what you're using. The analog, digital thing. I'm like all the records basically after they mastered them since the 70s, they were mastered digitally.
Yeah,
you think it is analog, but it's actually the cutting part that's like digital.
But everybody arguing over what's this and what's that, and then the big thing is, while you sitting up continuing these arguments, where's the music?
Right.
Where's this music? Or you got 100 different things, and then you hear the record and you be like, I don't hear analog anything. Why you buy all this shit? You don't need all this. You just trying to impress another dude.
Shit.
Say that money, man, and press your record up or buy your coat or something like that.
Right.
Yeah. You ain't got to spend all this money on that and be like, I got the such and such. And then you hear the record be like, it don't sound like you know how to work it.
Right.
You ain't spend no time on it.
Yep.
We got to do this again, man. I like power.
For sure.
Part two.
Always welcome. Matter of fact, if we don't change, man, I think we're gonna do like a homie show the 28th of December, I think.
Uh-huh.
Somewhere here. We just got We're going to invite, it's in the works. It's like us and Roberto Ingram, his podcast. We're going to try to combine something.
Yeah, man. Why Roberto ain't jump out? The mailman.
I don't know what he's doing, man. He on vacation this week.
I'm for sure he's gonna pop out. You know,
we're gonna do something on the 20th, and we're gonna try to like he got his guests, we got our guests, like past guests, whoever can call in, and here's a link, join in, and just kick it, like kind of recap the year, man. So we'll let it have you on here for sure.
But we'll be live if you can convince old Mr. Tucker to come in and y'all do it together with us.
Yeah, free for all.
I'm a long-time fan. You know, Keith and I have been talking for since the 90s. So I'd love to have him come here too. You know, y'all together or something. I know he did Adam's show recently. I didn't get to watch it fully, but I thought it'd be great if he come here.
Yeah,
and talk too. You know,
we'll see.
But regardless, we want you back, man. We try to get Jay up in here and some other people, man.
Jay had me cracking up. Jay had me cracking up, man, because I know that story. Jay had me rolling.
Oh, man. Oh, I got somebody messaged me last week about Jay. About that episode, man. I was like, yeah. He's coming back. So.
I know. I can't do nothing but laugh, man.
It's funny.
Sometimes some people be telling the story and you be like, wait a minute, I was there.
Yeah.
And it be well deserved, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's all love. It's all love. It's all love.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I respect y'all, man. This is a good thing. You let a brother step away and speak his heart and his truth. You know, instead of just do instrumental music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People get to know that this person is a person.
Yeah.
You know, not just this is flying around and all that kind of shit, right?
Yeah, that was the goal, man. I think, it was cool. Like, even some of the people that we pick, man, there's a lot of people that we've asked to do the show, they said no or whatever. And I get it for the reasons, but the people I'm grateful for the people that came on because it was more than just, oh yeah, so what did you do with this record? This, that, we can all find that out, man. But just like get to know people for who they are. And I think that's a big thing that's missing, especially in this kind of forum, you know what I mean? Like everybody knows like the person, but as the artist part, but who is the actual person? And I think that's the thing that's missing.
Yeah, behind it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, a lot of them, some of them can't tell those stories because it involves other people in other situations.
True.
And we still trying to be guarded. Nobody want to be known as a hater or or you jealous of this person and all that kind of shit. So some of those stories, they can't come out. Some of these guys got to grow up first before they get home. So they won't talk, or they didn't do anything at all. They don't have anything to talk about, or they not true ambassadors of the game and don't know how to say anything.
That is very true. Well, sir, we thank you for joining us today. Let's give it up. Tony, for sure, man. These two.
Thank you.
As we go. And my damn button. This thing, man, today has been whacked out.
It's been tripped out. I've been hearing little bleeps every now and then. I'll be like, what the hell going on?
Yeah.
But hey, that's the beauty of it. That's the magic of it. Let it be some little, it don't have to be all perfect and everything. Let it be some little that works.
I've used it to my advantage before. Little mistakes. You be like, what the hell is that?
Right. As Mr. Samurai Jack said, yo, thanks for the stream today. We thank you for tuning in. Thank you.
Yes. Our top fan.
Yes.
Give that guy much love, man.
And let's go through the rigmarole. If you like what you've seen, like, share, subscribe, hit that button. And see, we all three of us doing this right there. We telling y'all to hit that button. Subscribe.
All you gotta do is click with your mouse.
It's free.
It's easy.
Free and easy. There you go.
Boom.
See, there you go. Boom. Hit that notification bell so you know when we live and we doing stuff. We are also available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and Amazon Music. If you don't want to see us, but why would you want to see us? Just in case you don't, you can hear us. Hit us there. When you're there, subscribe to those too. Also on Instagram, follow us at MS Live with D-KNOX. That's MS Live with D-KNOX on Instagram. On X at Myles Sergé. We brought up his name. He's still waiting for mail. Hit us. Hit Bert up. Tony even said hit him up.
Bert.
D-KNOX at gmail.com. That's MS Live with D-KNOX at gmail.com.
Bert.
There you go. If you want to help us support the channel, it's up there somewhere in that QR code. You can scan there to take little donations because we're not monetized yet. I'm going to do both. Cash App at Myles Sergé, or just simply scan the QR code. Donations. There you go. Donations are accepted. We love it all. We also DJ, produce, remix, live performance. Me. Contact the folks at position2bookings at gmail.com. Mr. Knox at Stellar Bookings, booking at stellarbooking.com. That's the email over there. Or just hit him directly. He's also available for the movie roles and all that. Just do for it. Yeah, you know, he's a movie star.
What?
I get 10%. Yo, yes. And don't forget to check the folks at Lincoln Street Soap. That's Lincoln Street. Get some soap. Don't smell nasty. Be clean, fresh and clean. Use promo code So Cold in the D for 25% off. That's So Cold in the D for 25% off. Hit them up. www.lincolnstreetsoap.com. They based in Dearborn. That's my girl Mo. So go check it out.
You can't DJ with ashy knuckles.
There you go.
Horse knuckles.
I have this podcast somewhere in. Check it out. It's there somewhere in podcast on my SoundCloud page, but that's the address to get to it, which is too much to say. But check it out anyway. And also, and we're all on the stage for some reason. So let me. And let me remove that. So we thank y'all again for tuning in. Thank you. Thanks for the support. We love y'all. Couple of comments real quick. Great stream. Enjoyed it a lot. Thank you, Mr. Silent Orbiter. And, is that Santiago?
I know. I'm like,
yes, he changed his name. It's Santiago.
Yeah.
Santiago Salazar, another great interview. Thanks, guys. We gotta get you back too next year, and maybe on a homie show.
Yeah.
So thank you again, man. Thank you for the support. We love y'all all. Give it up one more time for the guests. And until then, we will see you soon. We will be no show next week. So we're taking a break for the holidays. Happy holidays for everybody.
Yeah, happy holidays, everyone.
Do all that. Be safe. Stay out of trouble. Don't go to jail because it's gonna suck because you can't get out.
Yeah, get out.
Yeah, don't do no crime, y'all.
Jailhouse stuffing.
There you go. Oh man, come on, bro. Until then, peace.